Imagine being the last of your kind, the last speaker of your language, the keeper of fading memories, facing a future entirely alone. This is the stark reality for a creature designated as an Endling, the last known individual of its species. It's a word that sends shivers down your spine, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the irreversible finality of extinction. Each Endling carries the weight of its species' history on its shoulders, a living testament to the millions of years of evolution now silenced. The story of an Endling is often one of resilience and tragedy. Yet, Endlings remind us that life, even in its most fragile forms, persists. By understanding their stories, we can better appreciate the urgency of conservation and work towards a future where every species has a fighting chance at survival. The story of Martha, the last passenger pigeon, is a poignant example of how quickly a species can disappear. Once darkening the skies of North America in flocks so vast they blotted out the sun, passenger pigeons were driven to extinction by habitat loss and overhunting. Martha, named after the First Lady of the United States, became a symbol of this tragic loss. Imagine the cacophony of millions of birds, their wings drumming a symphony of sound, their feathers creating a kaleidoscope of colors against the sky. This was the reality of the passenger pigeon, a species so abundant it seemed impossible to imagine their disappearance. In 1914, Martha, the last of her kind, died in her cage at the Cincinnati Zoo. Her death marked the end of an era, a stark reminder of the devastating impact humans can have on the natural world. Martha's legacy extends beyond her tragic end, igniting a spark of awareness about the importance of protecting endangered species. Her memory serves as a reminder that extinction is forever, and we must act before more species meet the same fate. Lonesome George, a giant Pinta Island tortoise, became an icon of extinction in the Galapagos Islands. As the last known member of his subspecies, George's story captured global attention and highlighted the plight of island species facing habitat loss and introduced predators. Picture George, lumbering across the volcanic landscape of Pinta Island, his ancient shell bearing witness to centuries of change. Despite efforts to find a mate for George and save his subspecies, all attempts proved unsuccessful. He lived out his days at the Charles Darwin Research Station, a living testament to the irreversible consequences of human impact. His death in 2012 marked the end of an evolutionary lineage stretching back millions of years. George's legacy transcended his physical presence, inspiring efforts to protect the unique biodiversity of the Galapagos Islands and other vulnerable ecosystems worldwide. His memory serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of life. The importance of preserving Earth's fragile web of species cannot be overstated. The vibrant Spix's macaw, once a splash of blue in the Brazilian forests, now exists only in captivity. Its story is one of habitat destruction and the illegal pet trade, a grim reminder of how human actions can push a species to the brink. Imagine the lush Amazon rainforest, a symphony of sounds and colors where the Spix's macaw once thrived. Driven to extinction in the wild by deforestation and illegal trapping, the Spix's macaw now clings to existence in captive breeding programs. Efforts are underway to reintroduce them to their native habitat, but the challenges are immense. Their story highlights the complex issues surrounding conservation and the importance of addressing the root causes of extinction. The silence of the Spix's macaw in its natural environment is a stark reminder of the cultural and ecological loss that accompanies extinction. Their absence reverberates through the ecosystem, impacting other species and diminishing the richness of the natural world. Their story is a call to action to protect remaining forests and combat the illegal wildlife trade. While the concept of Endlings is undeniably heartbreaking, there is a glimmer of hope in the occasional rediscovery of species once thought lost. These Lazarus species, named after the biblical figure brought back from the dead, offer a beacon of optimism in the face of extinction. Consider the Lord Howe Island stick insect, once believed to have been driven to extinction by rats. This remarkable insect, nicknamed the land lobster, was rediscovered on a tiny rat-free island, clinging to survival against all odds. The rediscovery of a lost species is always cause for celebration, a reminder that nature holds secrets yet to be uncovered. These Lazarus species offer a second chance for conservation, an opportunity to right past wrongs and protect them from the threats that drove them to the brink in the first place. Their stories also underscore the importance of continued research and exploration. These rediscoveries offer hope and fuel the fight to protect the biodiversity of our planet. The sad reality is that most Endlings don't get a second chance. Their stories highlight the devastating impact of human activities on the natural world. Habitat destruction, climate change, pollution, and the introduction of invasive species are driving a global extinction crisis, pushing countless species towards the brink. Imagine a world where the symphony of nature is silenced, where forests fall silent, and oceans become devoid of life. This is the trajectory we are on if we fail to address the drivers of extinction. The loss of each species unravels the intricate web of life, with unpredictable and potentially catastrophic consequences for ecosystems and humans alike. We are in the midst of a sixth mass extinction, driven not by natural disasters but by human actions. The rate of species extinction is now estimated to be hundreds, if not thousands of times higher than the natural background rate. This is a crisis of our own making, and we have a moral imperative to address it. Despite the grim reality of extinction, there is hope. Conservation efforts, driven by dedicated scientists, conservationists, and communities, are making a difference. From protecting habitats to combating wildlife trafficking, these initiatives offer a lifeline to endangered species and a chance to rewrite the narratives of Endlings. Imagine a world where protected areas teem with life, where endangered species recover, and where humans live in balance with nature. By protecting habitats, restoring ecosystems, and addressing the root causes of extinction, we can turn the tide against this global crisis. Conservation is not just about saving species, it's about preserving the intricate web of life that sustains us all. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, our well-being is inextricably linked to the health of our planet and its biodiversity. Protecting nature is not just an altruistic pursuit, it's essential for our own survival. The fight against extinction requires a global effort, one that transcends borders and unites people from all walks of life. You don't have to be a scientist or a politician to make a difference. Every individual has a role to play in preventing future Endlings. Simple actions such as reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable products, and educating ourselves and others about conservation can collectively have a significant impact. Imagine a world where sustainable living is the norm, where our everyday choices reflect a deep respect for the natural world. By adopting sustainable practices, we can reduce our ecological footprint and minimize our impact on the planet. From the food we eat to the clothes we wear, our choices can support businesses and practices that prioritize conservation. Supporting conservation organizations is another powerful way to make a difference. These organizations work tirelessly on the front lines of conservation, protecting endangered species, restoring habitats, and advocating for policies that safeguard our planet. By donating to or volunteering with these organizations, we can directly contribute to their vital work. Imagine a world without Endlings, a world where the haunting silence of extinction is replaced by the symphony of life. This is the future we must strive for, a future where biodiversity thrives, ecosystems flourish, and humans live in harmony with nature. Achieving this vision requires a fundamental shift in our relationship with the natural world. We must move away from a mindset of exploitation and embrace one of stewardship. We must recognize that we are part of nature, not separate from it, and that our well-being is inextricably linked to the health of our planet. Education is key to fostering this shift in perspective. By teaching future generations about the interconnectedness of life, the importance of biodiversity, and the consequences of our actions, we can empower them to become stewards of the planet. A world without Endlings is not a utopian dream, it's a necessity. It's a future where the legacy of extinction is replaced by a legacy of conservation. A world where the tapestry of life continues to weave its intricate patterns for millennia to come.
The story of Endlings is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness with all life on Earth. Each species lost represents a thread broken in the intricate tapestry of life, diminishing the beauty and resilience of our planet. Yet these stories also serve as a call to action, urging us to protect what remains and prevent further loss. We have the power to write a different ending, one where the haunting silence of extinction is replaced by a chorus of life. By embracing conservation, supporting sustainable practices, and advocating for policies that protect our planet, we can create a future where Endlings are a relic of the past. Let us honor the memory of the Endlings by ensuring that their stories serve as a catalyst for change. The fate of our planet and all its inhabitants rests in our hands.